I met up with Anna at the port, and she gave me the situation report. The caravan is heavily guarded, but if we can capture the captain, the rest will surrender. Whatever approach I take, the Spartans will back me up. I need to get to the tugboat's bridge.
So, you guys ready to set off? Too late if you're not. We have no time to waste.
Good luck, guys. I hope the winds are fair and the waters are smooth. And Artyom, watch it out there.
Oh yeah, we're gonna need that luck, all right. Fair winds.
Hurrah! Man your stations, weigh anchor!
We're gonna go about halfway there, then wait in the reeds until about 4 o'clock. We want to get there early in the morning, when the fog is the thickest and they are sleepy after the morning prayer. Artyom, it's Duke. We're on final approach. There. See that fire at the very top? That's the control post. What used to be anyway. Now it's a shrine, блядь. Closer to God at the top, you see. That's where you have to go. I'll distract the guards now. Hey, you ashore! Catch the line!
Hey, sailor! What did you do to your barge? What you gonna sell now?
Whoa, you're so funny! Jackass,
So, Artyom, shall we move? Whoever gets there first wins. Break a leg.
Artyom, Duke, the Aurora is quietly moving into position. We'll be ready to act on your signal.
Roger that, sir. We're on it. Over.
Just like Father Salandius foretold. Who arrived? Satan's slaves! It's like you missed him on his service. Well, I didn't. One day you are going to get sent to fight demons for that. But it's so early. Just tell me what he said. All right. Well, a heretic actually arrived right at the temple, just like it was foretold. They rang the bell, so our guys took the boats, went there and shared keepers. Not to mention that Khadia and her witch spawn escaped in all the confusion. So with the heretics. So something like attack? Who knows? They are heretics. These are witch devoured. Yeah, the one with murder in their minds was nice. You see, Simon's back. Back? But he and Kirill vowed to eradicate all the demons. You don't come back after that. Well, ask anyone. They got captured by demons, but hell, one of the new ones freed them. Ah, old Simon just got cold feet, that's all. All the stories people tell not to go. No, he did not. He came back with a huge fussy truck and got his way through. Now we will be praying for that heretic named Simon. You got that? Oh, God. For a heretic? It would please God, though. That's Simon. What next? Then we just make the sign of the cross, kiss the altar, and restore to the demons. There's the one who gets to the other side, that's all. Right over there on the other side. Hey, brother. Everyone's looking for your life. Which is where? Where? Where we are not. Why is it? We are the just ones. We are Father Salantius. It's not what I meant. You are dumb. Well, explain it better. Why is it better? What's the point of explaining it to you?
Artyom, I'm almost at the goal. Are you almost down there?
And the skies rained missiles, and the ground burned to ash, and the seas boiled, and people turned into shadows. But our cloister survived, for the faithful reside here. And the Lord in his mercy and wisdom has chosen one among them who goes by the name of Silencius. And so speaketh the Lord, I will be with you, and will keep you safe, provided you are true in your devotion, provided you reject satanic technology. We reject. And even more so, do you reject Satan's deception? That thing they call electric curse. The cursed gift the enemy gave to the fools, so that they would fancy themselves above reproach, above God, and more powerful than him. We reject. Amen, my children! For the electric current is Satan's temptation and his poison. Only those who reject electricity will be allowed into the kingdom of God. Only those who remain unsullied by its corruption will be let through by the Sarfin. Glory to the fish! So let us not fear the heretics, at our door. There are those at our doorstep. Even where I see standing before us, speaking of machine oil and smiling scandal on the wall. We will not falter. Let us see our men fighting. For this is our hour of glory. Amen. So let your hands slay the enemy's servants with no rest or mercy. For we carry out the will of our Lord. And it is his retribution and punishment for their sins. The never can pass this starfish.
So you got me in their techniques. You took Katya, and now you have me.
Damn, you are quick, Artyom. Look, old man, we're just passing through. Let us through peacefully. Our guys won't shoot, or this place is going bye-bye. And Katya, you don't have to worry about her anymore. Understood?
Deceiving Katya. You must pray to the Lord for forgiveness. But for murdering my children, the children of God, you will burn in hell until the end of days. Sound the alarm! Heretics! Judge them!
Dumbass! Damn, I've been hit! Aurora! Full steam ahead! Do you copy? Artyom, get away! I'll take it from here! Artyom, jump!
We left Volga behind. The endless expanses of Russia stretched before us now. Regretfully, Duke was not destined to see them. Was his death a fault of mine? Was everything that happened on the bridge? It could be. It's a cruel world that we live in, and it's not our responsibility to fix it. We only wanted to pass through, and it was not my fault they screamed for blood. Their zealousness reminded me of the metro, where people are indoctrinated into a lie. That the world is dead and there's nowhere to go. Anyone who questions it gets fed a different lie, that the war is still going on. Here it's electricity is a sin. Same difference, really.
Artyom. Artyom. Wake up, dear.
Is he up yet? Artyom, the Colonel wants you on the breach. See you later.
Come on, wake up.
I'm glad Artyom, Uncle Artyom, Uncle Tokarev has already set his shop up. Wanna go look? It's so cool. Here, Uncle Artyom.
Ah, hi, Artyom. See my new place? Fit for a king, I must say. What do you think of this workbench, eh? Everything is within reach, yet there's so much space left. Most of the stuff you and the guys found outside and gave to me went into making this workshop happen. So thank you. We'll have to keep pitching in like this too. Looks like we're facing a long journey, and useful things like ammo or equipment don't grow on trees. Plus, the further from Moscow we get, the harder they'll probably be to get. So don't forget to collect all the materials you find to keep us going. There's so many things to do. I haven't decided where I'm going to work on the suits, but I'll have to, and soon. And it's high time we fixed our uniforms. Some of our people are starting to look...
Artyom, come on in, have a seat. Stepan's putting on a live performance here.
So, Artyom, are you up for a jam? Come on, pick the guitar up.
Thank you, Stepan.
I'm sorry to ask, Katya, but Nastya's father, he's dead, isn't he? Does Nastya know?
He is. I tried keeping it a secret. Told her he left for the market. Around 3 days passed, and I still kept it in. I just sat there with a needle in my hand and didn't see anything. It was all black before my eyes. And then she snuggles up to me and says, "You should cry, Ma. You will feel better." Seeing used to say it.
Looks like we're facing a long journey, and useful things like ammo or equipment don't grow on trees. Plus, the further from Moscow we get, the harder they'll probably be to get. So don't forget to collect all the materials you find to keep us going. There's so many things to do.
Artyom, come on in, have a seat. Stepan's putting on a live performance here.
So, Artyom, are you up for a jam? Come on, pick the guitar up.
Thank you, Stepan.
I'm sorry to ask, Katya, but Nastya's father, he's dead, isn't he?
Well, guys,
Does Nastya know?
to Duke's memory.
Artyom, the colonel's waiting for you on the bridge.
Look, stop with this funeral mood. It is Duke we're talking about. Do you recall how he came back from the library? Same thing here.
Well, yeah, that time he pulled a fast one on us. We had the drinks ready. Sam said everything. Was a good speech, too.
Thanks.
Well, that is true. Don't be shy. So, Sam ends his speech, and then Duke asks, "Where's my drink?"
So that is why I say we should wait. He came back from that library. And this is nothing. We will pick him up on our way back.
If we leave to go back.
Oh, come on!
Well, I just think we should still drink to Duke's memory. And if he's alive, that's only a good omen. Sam, what do you say?
I'll drink later. Gotta finish cooking.
Okay. Let's drink!
All right, let's. Oh, that's rough.
Yeah, kinda rough.
By the way, speaking of omens, let's have a service for him once we come across another church.
Duke didn't believe, and having met Silentius, I'm also wavering.
Well, Silentius' god is definitely a lost cause. But I imagine Duke would like Valhalla. A paradise where fallen heroes spend eternity feasting and fighting.
Listen! I had a talk with the Ark. All thanks to Dokura. He got the decoder working. Ark, come in. Come in, Ark. Over.
This is Ark. Identify yourself. Over.
This is Colonel Sviatoslav Myonnikov speaking. I'm in command of a Special Operations Force. We have received your signal and are currently heading your way. Do you copy? Over.
Yes. Hear you loud and clear.
Who am I talking to? How do I address you?
Deputy Chief of Communications Department, Major Ivanov. A moment.
Oh, yes, Major. I understand that the checkup is in order.
Great, Colonel. Melnikov? Simply capital. I am sorry for the lack of trust, but, as you know, the situation is dire and the enemy is always ready to strike.
I do understand, Major, and I hope that you can tell the leadership that my people are true to their duty and will be at their full disposal as soon as we arrive. Over.
Thank you for the great news. How large is your force, Colonel?
I have a squad of the best operatives the Special Forces have to offer.
A squad? I see. Well, this is great. Great!
Yes, we aren't a large force, but we bring a message of extreme importance. We are heading towards you from Sector K6 Alpha. Do you have any data on enemy forces we might encounter on the way? Over.
In just a moment, I have to check. K6, Alpha, you say, as far as I can see, there have been no enemy encounters reported in the area, Colonel. I regret. I must end our conversation here, but know that we are waiting for your arrival. I am making my report immediately, and I am sure the Minister of Defense will be eager to see you.
This is a great honor. Thank you. Just a few words more, though. What is the general situation there, Major? Please.
Colonel, sir, you do understand this is classified information. But I do understand you. We are doing fine. Do not worry. Well,
See you in the Ark. Over and out. I serve the people. Over and out.
So, do you get this now, you doubting Thomas? I'm so excited my hands are still shaking. The minister himself! This is incredible! By the way, Artyom, you should take a look at the map. As you can see, we're heading almost straight for the Yamato complex. Katya and Chris tell me that the line there is in decent condition. Surprising, really, taking into account the number of priority targets there. So we can hope for smooth sailing from here, and right to the very destination. It's not even that far, but our speed depends on the state of the track. So I think it's going to take us quite some time to get there.
There's something I've been thinking about. What does everyone expect of this trip? Duke used to say that he just couldn't spread his wings back home. He was too eager to win that girl over with heroics. He thought that outside he'd have space for that.
And why did you come?
Well, my heart is aching for true romance. But in the Metro, all women want a solid relationship, a reliable husband, a real provider. Enough of that smug smile. It's unbearable. Not that I've had much better luck here so far. As soon as Katya came aboard, Stepan started cooing around her like a peacock.
You should be happy. Katya is a tough girl. You'd be under her thumb in no time.
That is unlikely. I'm not the kind of man to upstage his friend in a contest for a lady. Especially when that friend promises to break my arm.
He is. I tried keeping it a secret. Told her he left for the market.
So, what was it? The Colonel is always right, and we're just filling our heads with dumb ideas? I'm so sorry about Duke. He was just a boy, really. He kept asking me for advice on how to become more attractive to a girl he knew, what to say to her. He couldn't wait to come back to her, proudly wearing scars and medals.
Come in. Do you read me, Kinel? Moreholt here. I'm in Gemete. Over. Kinel, come in. Kinel, over. That's just great. Well, I'll try later. cause us so much? How long has it been since even arrived in Irkutsk? Not even 2 years.
You better reconsider your position on Meshnikov. Did you forget who started trading with the convicts from Zolotoy? Huh?
Well, that was Zakhar's idea. And Zakhar is the man. He crossed Baikal. Alone. We'd try not to do anything he proposes at
How can you be everywhere but here with me? How do I get over you?
How long have we been on the road for? I've been listening to the radio, too. And there was not a single transmission about any occupying force. This is great. I wish I could stay like this forever. Artyom, when you climbed those ruins back in Moscow, with your radio, did you imagine our life on the surface at all? A home, for one. A place where we could live. A log cabin on the outskirts of a forest. Or how about a bungalow on an ocean shore? Oh, you know, there's something great in simply going anywhere like this. Together. Through the abandoned stations, the ruins, the wasteland. Especially in our own private compartment. Thinking back, isn't this our honeymoon trip? It certainly feels like one, even though it's a bit late. We've only had some honeymoon sorties at best so far. Alyosha keeps telling everyone Duke could have jumped off the bridge in time. The others are also holding well, but I just unraveled. Of course, I had friends die before. He wasn't looking for death, Duke. He did volunteer for the most dangerous missions, but didn't expect to die. He was looking up to Stepan. Dad, you, especially you. And he didn't die for nothing, did he? He wanted us to get there, to Yamantau. He wanted us to tell them about Moscow, how we survived there and still haven't given up, how we've been hiding for so long. But when I think of it being you, and not even knowing for sure, I'd never be able to live through it. So, you think I should just let it all out? I don't think that would make me feel better. I've been thinking, back home, we buried our friends at home, and avenged them at home. That home and life there sucked. We were kept there with chains. No, even worse, with lies. And now we are looking for a new home. But here, it's someone else's home, and we are not invited. I talked to Katya. They had a tough life, and that Salantius really kept them in his grip. Those people are basically slaves, working all day, praying all night, under constant watch, killed for even the slightest wrong. They don't get sold, but that's probably just because Salantius has no use for money. They brought it upon themselves, and yet they survived through all these years. It is their home, after all. How many homes like this lie ahead? Are we going to break every door down? Are we going to become enemies to dwellers of those homes? Are we going to lose somebody in each? Who's next? You? Leaving already? Well, go get them, Tiger.
Around 3 days passed.
How about you, Demir? What made you go?
I just stood there with the needle in my
Well, at first I just went along with you guys. But even then, this is my chance.
Yes. These soft-bellied attitudes must stop. The ends do justify the means.
Well, I don't object. But not all ends can be called just.
We are approaching the Yamantau bunker, the final destination of our long journey. Direct radio contact with the bunker has completely dissolved Miller's resentment towards me for destroying our previous lives. He is eagerly anticipating the meeting with the Minister of Defense he was promised. Probably such things are important for a career officer. The people, though, are less interested. They are asking important questions. Where are the occupying forces? Why is there just wilderness and people gone wild around? What's stopping the government from restoring the country? What was being done in the last 20 years? Miller believes that we'll get all the answers. He will be pardoned, as well as Anna and I. And we will all return home to the metro.
Railcar, what's going on ahead? Over.
Everything's abandoned, but the truck is okay. Over.
Roger that. Don't go too fast, and watch out for radiation. Over.
Roger that.
I still can't believe this. We're there. Do you get this? We're finally there. This has been our goal, not for weeks or months, but for 20 years. My whole life. And it was not spent in vain. Now I know it for a fact.
Mama, look. Are we going to live here now?
I don't know. Why?
I don't like this place. It's creepy.
Shh. Don't say that.
Convert, Colonel. It's getting really hot out here.
Everyone, masks on! Passengers, get inside and button up tight!
Yes, of course. Come on, Nastya.
Change of plans. We're taking the rail car from here. Wait for Artyom and me.
Roger that.
How about me? You've been dreaming to get here for so long, and are now leaving me behind? Am I your daughter or not?
All right, come with us, or else I'll never hear the end of it.
A wise decision.
Yermak, stop the engine. Take the Aurora back to the safe zone and sit tight there.
We'll do that right now.
Stepan, you're in charge while I'm away.
Sir, yes, sir.
Great. Let's go.
This place. Worse than Moscow. Yeah, looks like it. See that crater? Wonder what the yield was on that one. Looks like 100 to me. Wow. The other guys used to have 3 and 500 ones too. Well, even 100 seems to have done okay. Colonel, get back here. We're in the safe zone. Radiation nominal. Waiting for your return. Over.
Good. Miller, over and out.
Look at all those cars. Artyom was right. People were coming here from all over the country.
Yes, they were. Nobody came from Moscow. Until now.
So much time wasted.
We'll make up for that now.
almost there.
Oh, this is a bad place. Now, we shouldn't have come here. Really?
Okay, so where's my welcoming committee and red carpet? I don't get this.
Oh, see? Nobody home. How about we go back, huh? Babe, look!
Identify yourself.
Colonel Miller, here to report to the Minister of Defense.
And where are your people, Colonel?
With the train.
It's dangerous outside. Contact them and tell them to take the train into the main airlock for decontamination. Welcome to the Ark, Colonel. Proceed through the tunnel and take the elevator. You'll be met inside.
See? We're expected.
I never liked going underground, but this place, well, this is completely new.
Why is it so deserted here? No gun placements, no patrols, not even lookouts.
Why would they need any of that? A nuclear warhead couldn't take it out.
Could use some cleaning at the very least. Sam, idiot, you know what? No need for us all to crowd the government, so you two better stay with Crest.
Yes, sir. Sir, yes, sir.
Did you at least prepare a speech? Reporting to the minister is no joke.
Ah, get off my case. I pulled an all-nighter.
Don't you feel like you should say something to Artyom now?
Yes, you were right, Artyom. And I was wrong. Thanks for not giving up. Here goes nothing! Comrade Minister, Commander of the Joint Special Operations Forces, Squadron of the City of Moscow, Colonel Miller, reporting. I would like to request that my people are provided with temporary quarters and supplies, as there are women and children among us. Still, our fighters are in top shape and ready for action.
Women and children? Good. Haven't had those in a while.
Who are you? Where am I? Where are the others?
Everything is going as planned. Everyone is fine. So far.
So far, I demand a meeting with the Minister of Defense, now!
Do not worry. Everything will be just fine. And even better. The Minister and the Chief himself are expecting you for dinner.
Dinner? What the hell? Are you fucking mocking me?
Shut up! The doctor is talking.
Where is the government? Answer!
All here, Colonel. All here. We are the government you people deserve.
Don't you dare, you fuck! You're just fucking cannibals!
Calm down. We'll get jaundice like this. And believe me, nobody likes that bitter taste. The girl will have to wait, though. We must run the tests first. I don't like that cough of hers.
Untie my hands, you motherfucker, and I'll shove those tests so far up your ass, you'll be spitting
Watch
them.
your tone, young lady. Do as that young man does. He woke up long ago, but quietly listens to wise people talk.
You fucker! Let me go!
Not a single!
So, Colonel, now you will pick up the radio and tell the rest of your people on the train to come here. If you don't want her to suffer for a really long time before she is served. Do you understand? And here I was hoping for an intelligent conversation for a change. Alas. That's not a problem, though, since this nice young man will surely do it instead. He won't dare be contradictory once we're done with you. Well, nice meeting you and all. Yakov, you may start.
I'll get you even after I'm dead.
That may well happen, Colonel. I could choke on you or something. In the meantime, I'll excuse myself.
Come here! I'll rip you all apart! Every last one of you should have done that before the war! But I'll get you now! Burn this scum to ashes! So that not even the dirtiest bones remain!
Now we'll be full again. Good.
Artyom! Here. Colonel, sir, I think that's enough.
Thank you, Sam. But it is not. We have to get... But first, we must find Anna!
Sorry, I went too far with that elevator.
To hell with it! Idiot! Start the main elevator up! Sam! Keep cover! Yes, sir! Well done! We can hold out for that long! I got a treat for you here, you damn piece! Eat lead, motherfuckers!
just like our old D6. Even though lift is the same, exactly.
True, and quite fortunate. This way, we can hope to find Anna. Still, the complex is huge, and we have 10 minutes at the most. So, we'll have to split up. Sam, you check the filter room, the generator hall, and the storage. Idiot, you come with me to the command center. Artyom, you take the barracks and the sick bay.
But there was meat. Meat, you see.
Meat got away! And we can't get to the other one. Too hot!
Meat!
Our food! Food!
It's meat that you have to guard.